getting back to some stories here.
Yeah.
The arrest of America's most entitled ex-sorority girl.
Mm-hmm.
Dash cam footage shows a drunk real estate agent, 32,
Right.
with bloodshot eyes, begging cops not to send her to jail because she's pretty, thoroughbred, and white.
Okay.
Speaking of real estate agents,
Yes.
when I was in high school, I'm sure you probably never saw this because this is not television Chris Aiken would watch, neither did I.
Yeah, okay.
But the only reason I saw it is because I had to look it up. On HGTV.
Okay, you already lost me, but go ahead.
Well, again, you know what that is, right, though? The Home Shopping Network.
No, HGTV, Home and Garden.
Well, Home and Garden, I think they're also associated with the Home Shopping Network.
Are they?
I think so. I think that's all the same thing.
Right.
This girl that I went to high school with,
Okay.
she sat next to me in a lot of my classes. We were friends. You know, we weren't like best friends or anything, just friends.
Okay.
Very popular girl in high school. She went on to be a Home Shopping Network personality for a lot of years.
All right. Wow. That had to pay in like the tens of thousands of dollars.
I don't know what it paid, but look her up. Her name is Mindy McCourtney. And maybe even some people in the chat room who may have seen Home Shopping Network, Mindy McCourtney.
All right. She's kind of cute.
She's real cute. She was cute in high school. Very cute in high school.
Yeah, she's downright fuckable.
Yeah, she is. She was beautiful. Beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up marrying that health or fitness guru guy, Tony Little.
With ponytail?
Yeah, that guy.
She married that guy?
Well, it didn't last. It was only for a short time.
Did he hit her in the head with the fucking leg part of his bike thing?
I have no idea what happened there, but it was just a sordid detail.
All right.
And she sat next to me in a lot of my classes. We were, again, her name was McCourtney. Of course, my name is Neely, so we were always very close because they always set you alphabetical order.
Right.
So she was always right next to me, and I had many classes with her from, like, grade school all the way through high school.
Right.
And then she went on to move to Florida. Well, she started off at I think it's WKYC there in Akron.
Okay, yeah.
She was like a weather girl.
All right.
She started like off as a weather girl there, and then she moved on to other television stuff. Well, I guess she's now a real estate agent.
Okay.
In Florida. I guess her Home Shopping Network days are over, and I guess she's like a real estate agent or something now.
Right.
So anyway, I was just thinking about that, about being a white, thoroughbred real estate agent. For some reason, I don't know why that came to mind.
Right.
What comes to mind, Natalie?
Yeah, what comes to mind, Neely?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, this girl, 32 years old, in Bluffton, South Carolina, this dash cam footage has been released of the moment a South Carolina woman begged police not to send her to prison because she's a pretty girl, before going on to describe herself as a thoroughbred and white.
Oh, wow.
She's a thoroughbred.
And white.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was hoping to see her running the race at the next Kentucky Derby.
Well, that's fantastic.
Police said Lauren Elizabeth Cutshaw.
Wait a minute. Gotta look her up.
Lauren, Lauren.
Elizabeth. There she is, Cutshaw. Let's see what Elizabeth Cutshaw looks like. Images.
She's a blonde girl.
All right. She is not a... I mean, she looks like she's been ridden hard.
Well, she's average.
Yeah, she's not a fucking beautiful thoroughbred.
No, she's not smoking hot or anything. She's just average chick.
Yeah. All right. So she was arrested for what? Lying?
No, for DUI.
Oh, and lying.
Yeah, more or less. Police said that Lauren Elizabeth Cutshaw, 32, had glassy, bloodshot eyes and was slurring her words when they pulled her over in Bluffton on Saturday after spotting her speeding through a stop sign at 60 miles an hour.
Whoops.
A breathalyzer showed her blood alcohol level at 0.18%, according to the police. 0.08 is legal, or at drunk, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, so she was
like more than twice. Yeah, more than twice the legal limit.
Yeah, she was a little fucked up. Okay.
The dash cam recorded Cutshaw begging the officer not to send her to prison because she was a cheerleader. She had a 32-year-old cheerleader.
Good Lord, for what team?
When she was in high school, of course.
All right.
That was her glory days. It's kind of like the Bruce Springsteen song.
Yeah.
That was her glory days. She was a cheerleader in high school. She's 32 now. So she's 14 years removed
right
from being a cheerleader.
But she brought that up in her...
Yeah, it's saying that you can't arrest me because I'm a cheerleader and I'm a dancer.
Dude, look at that picture of her being arrested.
Yeah,
no cop is going to want to hit that.
No.
Yeah. The bun and the man bun looking thing in the back of her head and shit.
Yeah.
Gross.
She was out on a hard drinking night.
Yeah, man, not hot.
Yeah. The dash cam recorded Cutshaw begging the officer not to send her to prison because she was a cheerleader, a dancer, a sorority girl. She went to college. She was a sorority girl. What, she graduated at like 23, 22?
Yeah. Apparently.
So she's like 12 years removed from being a sorority girl.
Yeah.
Was that, are your best days behind you there? What's her name? Lauren?
Yeah.
She's 32 now.
Her best days are back when she was probably about 16.
Right.
She was probably a hot piece of pussy when she was 16.
Perhaps.
But all the drinking and drugging and just being ridden by every guy with a fucking hard dick fucking wore her down fast.
Exactly. She was a sorority girl who had graduated from a high accredited university.
Yeah, Phoenix. University of Phoenix.
Right? Exactly. Please, I don't want to know what it's like, Cutshaw sobbed from the patrol car. I'm a pretty girl. Don't make me go there.
You're not a pretty girl. Should have arrested her for fraud. She's not a pretty girl. I mean, I'm not even trying to be really silly here.
I mean, she's average at best.
I mean, even the pictures of her made up with like there's a picture here with her, like showing her legs off and stuff.
Right.
She's a low end 7, and that's with some alcohol in me tonight.
Right. Well, she's average.
Yeah, she is really not that great.
She's not a standout.
No, not at all. Here, look, I'm going to put this picture up. This is probably the best picture I see of this broad. Let's put that picture up there. Where is it? Lauren. What pow? There.
Average at best.
Yeah, 7 maybe?
Yeah.
7 and a quarter with 10 beers or more in me.
I mean, she's okay. I mean, she's not a chud or anything, but she's not like, stunningly hot.
Yeah. You'd hit it from midnight on.
Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but before midnight, you're probably not even going to you're not even going to chase that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right. She went on to tell the officer that she had never been in trouble with the law before and that an arrest would ruin her career.
Right.
Taken to the police station in handcuffs, she later described herself as a white thoroughbred. It went on to say, I'm white, a clean girl. The officer wrote all this in the arrest report. I asked what that had to do with anything, the officer, who was also white. She replied, you're a cop. You should know what that means.
So she's basically saying, I'll suck your dick if you let me off the hook.
Well, she's just saying, I'm not ghetto trash. You know what I'm saying.
But she's also saying I'm a thoroughbred and all that shit. She was basically saying, I'll fuck you if you let me off.
Well, she's saying that I'm above the fray is what she's trying to say. It's like I'm not the typical ghetto trash that you would normally arrest.
Girl says to me she's a thoroughbred. I'm thinking fully that she's talking about fucking.
I don't know about that. I'm thinking that she... I'm thinking that she says I'm not from Gary, Indiana.
Chat room, I want some help with this one. Do you think by her saying that she's a thoroughbred that she's propositioning the cop, or do you think that she's saying that she's just not a fucking dirty scuzz?
Yeah, she's not trash.
Yeah, I'm thinking that she's kind of not saying, but saying that she'll fuck the cop if he lets her off. That's why she's saying she's a thoroughbred. She'll go all night and maybe he'll take her up on that.
Yeah, I didn't gather that. I kind of gathered that she's she's not your typical white trailer trash.
I don't know. Well, the chat room, it should be catching up any second now.
She means she's a fuck horse?
That's what I'm taking is that she'll fuck you all night long. She's a thoroughbred. And if you let me off the hook, then...
Kendall Peters, she doesn't have AIDS.
And that's how Chris was convicted on rape.
She's a honky. That's what she means?
Right.
Well, Tyrant, Eric Dawson in the chat room, he kind of says what I'm saying. She's saying she isn't trash and doesn't deserve to be arrested.
So you got one of those. I've got D. Pescar on my side saying that that's it.
James Allen says she would fuck a horse.
I'm getting all kinds of... None of these are exactly what we were looking for here.
She needs the real Jeff Tate.
All right, well... For now, we'll go with your description because the cop's not saying that he was propositioned, I guess.
All right. Taken to the police station and handcuffed, she later... I read that. She replied, "You're a cop. You should know. You should know based on the people that come into this room."
Okay.
The officer said Cutshaw repeatedly said that her partner was a policeman and she'd been trying to get to his house when she was pulled over earlier on Saturday. Okay. Cutshaw is a real estate agent, told the officer that she'd only had 2 glasses of wine, which would get you arrested in the Dubai.
Right. Of course, those glasses fucking were 64 ounce each.
She only had 2 glasses of wine at an upscale restaurant.
Yeah.
So, I'm the best of the best.
Mm-hmm. Hooters.
And when the officer asked the woman to specify how full the glasses were, going back to Chris's question.
Yeah.
Cutshaw, who turns 33 on Thursday, replied, I was celebrating my birthday.
Yeah. With a Slurpee glass.
She was drinking wine out of a beer mug.
Right. Out of a thermos.
Dred Scott in the chat room. She was drinking Insania wine.
Probably was.
James Allen, the upscale restaurant has a donkey show.
Hey, there's Pamela Anderson
sucking
some cock.
Right.
Sucking some horse cock, apparently.
Yeah. Is that Pamela Anderson or is that this Lauren Elizabeth Scott or whatever her name is?
I'd love to say it's her, but my vast knowledge of porn lets me tell you with 100% certainty that is Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
And that is Tommy Lee's cock.
All right. After another officer found marijuana and rolling papers in her Ford Fusion, She's real upscale. She's driving
upscale. She's
driving a Ford Fusion.
Driving a Fusion, got a bag of weed, and drinks her fucking wine by the jug full.
Right. Like I said, her best days were back in high school.
Yeah, there she is, partying on the Insanity and wine.
Right. Oh my God.
What the hell is that, Demon?
That's her smoking up her drugs.
Okay. No, she's fucking what is that, a deer or something? A dead deer?
It's hard to tell.
What the hell is going on there? Maybe I don't even want to know. Fucking a donkey, probably.
Right. It's the donkey show.
Wow.
But anyway, she's driving her Ford Fusion.
Her upscale Fusion.
Right. It had chrome wheels.
Spinners.
Yeah. She said she may have smoked pot earlier that evening as well.
But she can't remember from all the drinking she did.
Oh, the mugs full of wine she was drinking.
That jug of wine she drank.
Exactly. Cutshaw was jailed on charges including drunken driving, speeding, and marijuana possession.
Oh my God.
According to her LinkedIn page.
Oh, well, she went to a new page.
Cutshaw has a bachelor's degree in business administration from the Louisiana State University, where she was philanthropy chairman at Delta Zeta sorority.
Wow.
The networking site indicates that Cutshaw was hired in June as a real estate advisor with Engel Volkers Hilton Head Bluffton. As of Tuesday, her name was no longer listed on the company's site.
So she wasn't upscale enough to stay there, was she?
Apparently not.
Now she works as a taste tester for Franzia.
Right. See, here's the part I disagree with.
Okay.
Messages left for the real estate firm she's listed her employer as were not immediately returned. What does her employer have to do with her getting pulled over for DUI?
Nothing.
Why are they calling her employer?
Because she made the news.
Yeah, I know, but stupid. See, I don't get that at all. It's just like, I'm an individual.
Yeah.
I don't represent this real estate firm while I'm out here drinking and driving.
Yeah, she's not on the clock, so enough.
Yeah, so why are you calling the real estate agent?
Yeah.
Hey, did she work there? What kind of a person was she?
Was she ever drunk on the job?
Yeah.
Ugh, douchebags.
So stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So they called her boss.
Yeah.
Hey, we arrested one of your employees on a Saturday night while she was out on a drinking binge.
Yeah.
Comment?
Well, good for the company, at least, for saying no comment. Fuck you.
Or I don't get that. It's just like, so this person obviously destroyed their own lives, but now they got to drag their employer into it.
Yeah. Well, it's because most times the employer will fucking make a comment that gives them fuel. You know, you just have to keep your fucking mouth shut and just be like, fuck you. Don't know what you're talking about. Bye. She doesn't work here anymore. She's out drinking some Franzia.